Dreams all have a starting point and spawn from somewhere, sometimes by inspiration and sometimes just because it's meant to be. For Sacred Heart University senior Josh Cohen, a right-handed pitcher from Oakland, New Jersey, pitching on the biggest stage against the best players in the world happens to be Josh's dream.
My journey has been anything but conventional. It's been one out of the blue, one that's been against all odds. In a way, I've gone through all ever since I was 5 years old. I've wanted to be a professional baseball player. My mom wrote on a Post-it note when I was 5, and she stamped it on one of my desks. She said, Joshua is going to be 6'3" and be a professional baseball player when he's older.
With his dream established and belief from mom, growing up, Josh had his eyes set on what he wanted to do in life and how he was going to make it a reality. But what Josh was about to encounter was something that no one ever would expect.
I'm out to dinner with my family. I'm sitting across from my sister Kaylin, and she goes, Joshua, what the hell's wrong with your face? And then my mom goes, stop making fun of him. But then she looks at me and she goes, no, wait, something is wrong. Doctors had no idea what it was. And then after a bunch of scans and doctor's appointments and whatnot, then there was one specific radiologist that put a glove on, obviously, put his hand in my mouth, and he's like, it feels like there's a lip of tobacco in your mouth. I'm like, it's funny because I don't do that. And it popped up right there. I was diagnosed with a rare form of bone cancer called Ewing sarcoma, right here in my right cheekbone. And it was very unusual because that type of cancer is usually found in your hip or your pelvis. When they originally told me in the hospital, my first reaction wasn't, am I going to survive? My first reaction was, when's the next time I can play baseball again? When's the next time I can pitch again? And that thought just took me and brought me through my entire process of having cancer because I knew I was going to be strong enough to survive. All I wanted to do was play baseball again.
The old saying is, if there's a will, there's a way. And Josh's strong will and determination would carry him past this fight against cancer. After 251 days of chemotherapy, treatment, and fighting, Josh had won the battle against cancer, and in his words, had done so with flying colors.
I wanted to introduce myself, get back into the recruiting process so I can play baseball in college. UConn is my dream school, and I went to a UConn baseball camp 3 months after post-treatment. I was the only pitcher there who didn't give up a walk or anything like that. So I go up to the coaches after the scrimmage. I'm like, hey coach, my name's Josh Cohen, blah, blah, blah. How did I do? What's my evaluation? And they said, maybe your velo can come up, put on some strength. I was like, okay, great, thanks for letting me know. I just want to let you know that just 3 months ago I finished my last cancer treatment, so I'm still building up. And they're like, what did you just say? And I was like, yeah, I'm working back. I want to do this. Ended up committing junior year summer, going to my senior year of high school. My life was kind of put together. I felt myself mature a lot. I felt myself being put together. And then I get to UConn. I love everything about the school. Just the atmosphere was great. But I just couldn't find the success I had once seen prior to coming to college. Just the whole new environment. I guess I can say I let the game speed up on me in a way. And I let that get to my head as a freshman. I wanted to do so many things, but I wasn't capable of them yet. And the baseball didn't come as easy. And I just found myself in some troubles and more mental issues and lacking confidence and whatnot. And I transferred in due part because I wanted to get innings.
I think Josh's story makes the person he is. With him battling cancer, it's not something that everyone goes through. Not everyone knows the fight, the mental battles that he had to work through, the physical battles he had to work through. And I think with that in the back of his mind, knowing that he overcame that, I feel like he knows he could overcome anything if he just puts his heart into it. And he does that every day on the field.
This year I'm looking forward to being successful in every aspect. And I say that in terms of I really have found my confidence back. So this year I'm excited for things to go well, and I'm anticipating them to go well. I got a lot of things done this summer. I cured all my anxieties, all the bad things in my life. I got rid of them. I'm just so excited, man, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to keep playing.
I was just really proud of him for overcoming this extremely hard obstacle and just persevering through it and just not willing to give up.
He's got a tremendous amount of potential, which shows itself sometime. When I say potential, Sacred Heart doesn't see a lot of professional type potential. Josh has professional type potential.
What really keeps me going is not only my family, but the will and desire to be an MLB player. Ever since I was a kid, 5 years old, I will make that happen, and in 5 years, I promise you that will be the case.
Josh is someone you meet and just automatically root for. He's kicked down door after door and continues to chase his dreams with nothing standing in his way. I'm Bryce Johnson, reporting to you from Fairfield, Connecticut, Sacred Heart Sports Media.